Hello everybody, welcome back to the land of zombies and, well, mostly zombies. But what else do you need, right? Just zombies. Okay, I like the very relaxing music this plays. It fits so well, doesn't it? Alright. So, yeah, the zombies are here. We're trying not to die. Yep, that happened. This is where we left off last night. Once Teach turned 12, everyone ran out the door in fear. Then some of us were blocking the door so they couldn't come out, but Daesu, that kind fool, he was so strong. We couldn't stop him. So that's why you were fighting with Daesu? If that's true, then if you get bitten by those who turned, you'll turn too. Yes, I'm certain of it. First it was Isak, then Teach, then Chanin, and then more and more people got bitten, and if only we realized it sooner, we could have ended it with Isak and Teach. That's not your fault. Don't blame yourself for it. Didn't Isak say she was bitten as well? In the infirmary. Hyunju bit Isak on the arm, and then Isak started to get a headache. Then it's not Isak, but Hyunju who started it. Then Hyunju is... Did anyone manage to call 911? Yes, Namra did not long ago. If you need a cell phone, I have one here. I was busy looking for the principal. I didn't get to hand mine in. Thank goodness. You wouldn't happen to know the nurse's phone number, would you? No. I'll call the police and see what happened to Hyunju first. Miss Park turned away from us and started a phone call. I had no idea what had happened, but chaos was everywhere. And when my mind went back to Isak, my heart sank. I just didn't want to think. I wanted my head to be clear. But to get out of this situation, I had to say something. Thank you. For before. What? You took out Daesu on the stairs. We were able to get away thanks to you. No, that was just pure instinct. My body moved on its own. Did Chong-san make it, I wonder? Miss Park had finished her call and turned back to us. Her face darkened, and her sigh was filled with dread. What did they say? We have to hold out until help comes. They said there have been calls of other incidents, so they lack manpower. In any case, it doesn't look good. Other incidents. Would the ambulance crash be one of them?
여기도 큰일 났나 이제.
Did they find us?
뭐가 떨어진 거야?
What?
사람?
Did something fall? Or someone? Carefully, I saved the game. Carefully, I looked over to see what had fallen. It was a third grade student whose neck was gruesomely broken. I couldn't bear to look. Next to him was Isak. Hello.
선생님, 원조야, 어서 피해.
Miss Park, Wonjo, go, run.
내가 어떻게든 막아볼 테니까.
I'll hold her off.
준영이는?
What about you?
진짜 그만 좀 해. 아프면 아프다고 말하면서 쓰러지라고.
Stop it. Just stop it. This hurts, right? So stop. Junyoung swung a pole at Isak, who was running toward him. Isak's skin began to peel off, and her entire body was then covered in blood. Don't hit her. She's Isak. She's our friend. The words reached my throat, but I couldn't let them out. Junyoung didn't look like he fighting her. No. He was closer to begging. He was asking her to stay down, to go away. That's why I couldn't say anything.
준영아, 어서 이리로.
Junyoung, this way, quick. Ow.
왜 이렇게 안 빠져?
I can't pull it out.
아이씨, 이제 모르겠다.
Whatever. Junyoung kicked Isak and set some distance between them. But Isak got up right away, started dashing, chasing after Junyoung.
빨리!
Hurry!
왔어요. 닫아요.
I'm here. Close it. Isak threw herself against the door. Her entire body, her legs, arms, and even her head were ramming against it. She was doing whatever she could to break it down. It was terrifying. I was afraid that the door might break. Thankfully, the door withstood Isak's assault. As I began to calm down, I could start to make out Isak's horrible figure. The pole stuck in Isak's shoulder was moving around. The more she moved, the deeper and the worse the wound got. It dug in until it uncovered Isak's bones. Isak shrieked as she moved towards us. But to me, she looked like she was in pain. I couldn't turn my eyes away.
왜 그랬어? 이삭이잖아. 이삭이가 아파하잖아.
Why? Why did you hit her? Look, Isak's in pain.
저렇게 변해버린 것만으로도 힘들 텐데.
It must have hurt a lot just to turn into that.
잘 봐. 이삭이 아니야.
Look carefully. That isn't Isak. Junyoung's eyes were filled with tears.
젠장. 처음부터
If only
이삭이라서 대수라서
I didn't hesitate.
쌤이라서 멍소리치만 않았어도
If I didn't think of them as Isak, as Daisu, as Teach.
곧 정신 차릴 거라는 기대만 안 했어도
If only I hadn't convinced myself. Oh, we're starting early today. Sorry. That they'd come back to their senses.
이렇게까지는 안 됐을 텐데.
It wouldn't have come to this. Soon, Isak was defeated by the metal door and headed elsewhere. But it wasn't that she gave up. It was because she heard other students that way. New screams and sound of sisters as our friends anymore. Junyoung's tears were full of emotions. Junyoung had gone through more than me. He must have witnessed more of his friends' deaths. And now he was ridden with guilt. No matter what, I shouldn't hate him for what he had done.
준영이 말이 맞아.
He's right.
지금 중요한 건 좀 더 냉정해지는 거야.
Most important thing now is to make cold, calculated decisions. Miss Park, who had been lost in thought, bit her bottom lip as though she had come to a decision.
올라가자.
Let's go up.
아직 상황 파악이 안 된 아이들이 많을 거야.
Sorry, my throat is so dry right now. There must be many students who aren't aware of what's happening.
친구니까, 선생님이니까, 위험하다는 걸 모르니까.
Because they see their friends and their teachers, they don't realize they're in danger.
그러는 사이에 희생이 늘고 있을지도 몰라.
That might result in more and more of them being killed.
그래서 방송으로 알려야 한다는 말씀이시죠?
So we should make an announcement?
그래. 상황이 이 정도까지 됐으면
Yes, if the situation has come to this, then... Oh.
상식적으로 벌써 누군가 방송으로 사태를 알렸어야 하는 게 맞아.
Technically, someone should have already made an announcement.
그게 아니라는 건 그럴 만한 여유가 있는 사람이 없구나.
But the fact that there hasn't been one probably means no one was able to.
방송실에 문제가 있을 수도 있겠네요.
Or something happened in the broadcasting room, right?
그걸 알기 위해서라도 최대한 빨리 방송실로 가야 해.
So we need to go to the broadcasting room as soon as possible. We need to know what happened. Despite the urgency, Miss Park slowly grabbed my hand and put some distance between us and Junyoung. The blood on Junyoung's clothes. We couldn't let our guard down no matter how slight.
여긴 아직 괜찮은 것 같아요.
I think here is fine.
좀 더 살펴볼게요. 천천히 올라오세요.
I'll look around more. Take your time. Junyoung seems to have read our minds. He went ahead, scouting the path to the broadcasting room, and naturally kept some space between him and us.
역시
I
잠겨 있어.
knew it. It's locked.
잠시만요.
Wait. Junyoung put an ear on the door and listened for any movements.
아무 소리도 안 들려요.
I can't hear anything.
원래 수업 시간엔 잠궈뒀었나요?
Is it usually locked during class?
글쎄, 급하게 방송을 해야 할 일도 있었을 텐데.
I'm not sure. I think there would be moments when someone had to make emergency announcements.
아무래도 학교에선 비싼 장비들이 많은 축에 속하니까.
But the school does have a lot of expensive equipment.
방송실 열쇠는 교무실에 있을 거야.
The key to the broadcasting room should be in the teacher's office.
지금 또 내려가는 건 위험해 보이는데요.
Going down again might be too dangerous at the moment.
그럴 거면 차라리 학교 밖으로 나가는 게 더 안전하지 않을까요?
Wouldn't it be easier to just leave the school grounds?
잠깐만.
Wait. Shh. Someone was being chased and was screaming. Their steps were getting closer and closer.
이게 여기서 마주치면 숨을 데도 없는데.
If they come here, we won't be able to hide. We put our backs on the wall and held our breaths, praying that the sound would go down the other hallway. But the sound turned a corner and was heading to the broadcaster room, right to us.
야, 따라오지 마. 터지라고.
Stop following me. Split up.
선생님, 같이 가요.
Mr. An, take us with you. Did he really just do that? I mean, I know you can't really see exactly what's happening, but you know what he did.
선생님 살려주세요.
Mr. An, save us.
몰라. 지 몸은 지가 챙겨.
Go away. Save yourselves. Mr. An. Oh, well, you're dead. In an empty classroom, we held our breath and waited. Please go away. Please leave us alone. It may sound cruel, but as soon as I heard someone trip and fall, the first thought that came into my mind was, please don't come in here. We know where this is going. The sound of her banging on the door as though her life depended on it. Then the sound of a monster ripping her flesh. Junyoung, Miss Park, they all looked like they were in pain. We know what the answer is. We know what the answer is. I'm sorry, we can't. I know you're in there. Please help me. I couldn't help but to shiver. I was letting her die. This was my fault. I started to hate myself. But Miss Park and Junyoung felt the same. I tightened my grip on the door handle so that she couldn't open it, so that she couldn't come in. Junyoung and Miss Park placed their hands on mine. It was so that we could all share the guilt, so that I didn't have to hate only myself, so that we could all feel responsible, feel that we had taken in part in this student's death.
죽어버려. 안진 차리고 거기 있는 너희들이 그.
I hope you all die, Mr. An, and you in the classroom too.
다 죽어버려.
How much time had gone by? The door had stopped shaking, but even when we saw both the biter and the bitten now turn, leaving to find more students, we wouldn't let our hands go. Until her final moments, the student had desperately banged on the door, and my arms shook with it. That was a terrible feeling, a feeling that I'd never forget.
오준영! 선아쌤!
Junyoung, Miss Park! It was a voice that broke the stillness.
오준영! 선아쌤!
Junyoung, Miss Park.
너 미쳤어?
Are
빨리
you
닫아!
crazy? Close the door.
야, 저기 괴물들 소리 듣고 막 달려온다.
The monsters, they heard us. They're coming for us.
거리 충분해. 한 번만 더 불러보고.
There's plenty of time. Call him over.
오준영! 아직 여기 있으면 대답해.
Junyoung, if you're still here, answer me.
그냥 쟤도 내쫓아. 문 닫아 얼른.
Just leave him be. Close the door.
야야, 난 모르겠다. 먼저 들어갈래. 늦으면 닫아버린다.
Whatever. I don't care. I'm going in. Hurry up or I'm going to close the door on you.
닫지 마. 지금 간다.
Hold on. I'm coming.
역시 너였지. 얼른 와.
Knew it. I knew it was you. Come, come. I have to rewatch the series. I have to go back and reread the webcomic because I'm pretty sure there are 3 separate stories, but I could be way wrong.
너희들
You guys.
뭐야 다들 여기 숨어 있었던 거야?
What? Was everyone hiding here?
원주까지 있었네. 대박이다.
Onjo too? Awesome.
잘 오셨어요, 선생님.
You made it, Miss Park?
맘대로 문 열었을 땐 확 때려줄까 했는데 나름 잘했어, 이청산.
I was going to give you a whack for selfishly opening the door, but well done, Chung-san.
무사해서 정말 다행이구나.
You're all safe. Oh, thank goodness.
진짜 고마워.
Thank
덕분에
you.
살았다.
You saved us. Chung-san Lee, Namra Choi, Kyung-soo Han, Ji-min Kim, Na-young Lee, Woo Jin-jong. Seeing all of my friends' faces, I felt safe. I thought that I finally was somewhere I could feel safe.
진짜 청산이 쟤 좀 가둬놔. 이러다 다 죽일지도 몰라 쟤는.
Someone, please lock Chun-san up. He'll be the death of us all.
맞아. 미리 상의라도 했어야지.
Exactly. You should have at least discussed it with us.
야야, 뭘 그래. 어쨌든 다 무사히 쓰게
Oh,
된 거지.
come on. We're all safe now, aren't we? That's all that matters.
잠깐.
Huh?
저거 뭐야?
Wait, what's that?
준영이 저거 피 아니야?
Junyoung, isn't that blood?
아니야. 이거 내 피 아니야.
Yeah, but this isn't mine.
봐. 상처는 하나도 없다고.
Look, I'm not hurt. See?
알게 뭐야? 다들 뭐해? 당장 나가라고 해.
Who cares? What's everyone doing? Get him out.
이나연, 적당히 해라.
No, Yon, don't push it.
그러게. 진짜 상처도 없고 눈도
야.
하얗게 정상이잖아.
He's not hurt, and his eyes are white and normal.
이거 확 다 벗어서 보여줄 수도 없고. 안 그러냐, 준영아?
Also, he's not gonna take off all of his clothing just to prove his point. Right, Junyoung?
그러다가 돌변해서 다 죽이면 책임질 거야?
So? What if he turns and kills us all? What then, huh? You'll take care of it?
악플이란 악플은 다 달고 다니면서 겁은 겁나게 많아요.
She starts all the blame, Morris. She's actually a chicken.
뭐? 너 말 다 했어?
What? Are you finished?
둘 다 그만해.
Stop it, both of you.
준영이 너 이거 사용할 줄 알지?
Junyoung, you know how to use this, right? Chung-sun pointed to the broadcast machines.
방송반에서 기계란
아.
기계는 내가 다 다루고 있으니까.
Yeah, I'm in charge of all the machinery in the broadcasting club.
거봐. 지금 준영이가 온 건 진짜 운명이지 않냐?
See? It's fate that Junyoung is here.
너희도 방송하려고 온 거니?
Did you come to make an announcement as well?
남나가 방송으로 다 알리자고 해서 여기까지 오긴 왔는데
Namra said we should make an announcement, so we all came here, but
죄다 기계치만 모여서 속 터지던 중이었죠.
none of us know much about machines, so we couldn't do much.
왜 날 봐? 기계는 취향이라고. 내 취향이 아닐 뿐.
What are you looking at me for? I just like machines, that's all.
선생님 여기요.
Miss Park, here.
일단 현재까지 파악된 정보들을 쭉 나열해봤어요.
I've made a list of everything we know so far.
이걸로 방송 멘트 정리해 볼까요?
Shall we use this for an announcement?
그래. 서두르는 게 좋겠다.
Yes. Thank you. Let's do it as soon as possible.
청산아, 준영아. 준비되는 대로 알려줘.
Chung-san, Junyoung, tell me when you're ready.
세팅하는데 10분쯤 걸릴 거예요. 바로 준비 들어갈게요.
It'll take 10 minutes to set up. I'll get it started.
무는 걸로 전염되는 건 확실하다고 했고
So we know that infections occur through bites.
단순한 접촉이나 다른 경로는? 아까 피 얘기도 했던 것 같은데?
What about through touch or any other means? Didn't you mention blood?
그게 다들 기억이 달라요.
That's... Everyone seems to remember it differently.
대수의 경우 물리진 않았지만 변했던 건 사실이고요.
In Daisu's case, he wasn't bitten, but he did turn.
그게 팔에 상처가 났기 때문인지 상처에 피가 닿았기 때문인지
Maybe it was because his arm was injured? Or maybe it was because blood got in his wound.
아니면 다른 이유인지 정확하게 알 수가 없어요.
Or maybe it's a different reason altogether. We aren't sure.
어쨌든 이 부분도 알려는 주는 게 좋겠구나.
In any case, it might be best to mention it anyway.
와, 이게 뭐가 뭔지 구분이 된다는 거지?
Oh, so you know what each of these does?
그럼 다 필요한 기능들이니까.
Of course, we use all of them.
여기 파란 거랑 이거 내가 신호하면 살짝씩 돌려주면 돼.
On my signal, spin this blue thing and that, okay?
오케이. 나중에 제대로 좀 알려줘. 나도
Got
해볼래.
it. Now got it. Next time, teach me too. I want to give it a go.
이거 돌아가는 거 맞지?
This thing spins, right?
우리 집에도 이런 컴퓨터 있었어. 아빠가 쓰던 골동품.
We have this kind of computer at home. Dad's antique.
야, 켜진다. 켜져.
Ah, it's on.
오, 대박.
Awesome.
컴퓨터가 있는데 방송 100번이 무슨
We
소용?
got a computer here. This itself is worth more than 100 announcements.
인터넷으로 구조 신호 날리는 게 진리지.
Using the internet to call for help is the way to go.
맞지 맞지. 야, SNS 켜봐.
Yes. Hey, open up my account.
내 3만 추종자들에게 빨리 기쁜 소식을 알리자.
I need to tell every one of my 30,000 followers about this happy news. Sure.
아 왜? 얼른 열어.
What? Come on, open it up.
인터넷이 안 된다는데?
Internet's not working.
뭐? 주소 제대로 쳤어? 선 빠진 거 아니야?
What? Did you type the address in correctly? Is the cord plugged in?
다 맞게 껴져 있긴 한 것 같은데.
Yeah, everything should be fine. It should be working, but
아, 우리라 그런가? 아, 아빠 골동품 써봤다며.
didn't you say this thing's ancient? Didn't you say you used your dad's one before?
그러니까 나도 인터넷 안 되는 컴퓨터는 처음이라.
Yeah, but this is my first time using a computer that doesn't have internet. So,
준영이한테 물어볼까?
should we ask Junyoung for help?
됐어, 관 돌아. 기대했던 내가 바보다 진짜.
I'm an idiot for putting my hopes up.
밴드랑 가위랑 챙겨두면 쓸만하겠다.
How about band-aids and a pair of scissors? That should help.
저기 온조야,
원조?
혹시 효정이는 못 봤어?
Have you seen Hyojong?
효정이?
Hyojong? That moment, I didn't know what to say. As I stared into the hope-filled eyes of Kyung-soo, I said, "Save!" I couldn't bring myself to tell him the truth.
미안. 못 봤어.
Sorry, I haven't seen her.
아, 역시 그렇지.
That's okay. Kyung-soo looked disappointed, but he couldn't help but to let out an expression of relief.
그럼 시작할게요.
And then we're going live in 3, 2,
큐.
and we're live.
휴상고등학교 학생 및 재직자 여러분, 영어교사 박소나입니다.
Hello, students and staff of Hyosun High. I am Ms. Park, an English teacher.
이것은 실제 상황입니다.
I am reporting the current situation.
현재 학교에 원인을 알 수 없는 괴질병이 발병했으며
There has been an outbreak of a mysterious disease within the school,
빠른 속도로 전염 확산되고 있습니다.
and it has been spreading and infecting people at a rapid rate.
경찰과 구급대에는 신고를 마친 상태이며 곧 출동하겠다는 응답도 받았습니다.
Emergency services have already been notified, and I've been told they'll be here soon.
다만 구조대 도착이 언제가 될지 알 수 없는 상황이므로 최대한 외부와 차단된 공간에서 차분히 기다려주시기 바랍니다.
However, we don't know when the emergency services will arrive, so please stay inside with all entrances and exits of the hallways blocked.
언제 저렇게 많아졌냐?
Since when did they get this many?
끔찍하다. 우리도 저렇게 되는 건 아니겠지?
Yeah, okay. We aren't going to turn into them, are we?
재수없는 소리 하지 마.
Didn't even think about it. We won't.
야, 저기.
Ah, there she is.
아니구나.
No. Never mind.
넌 아직도 효정이 찾냐?
Are you still looking for Hyojong?
헐, 당장 다 죽게 생겼는데 대단한 로맨티스트 납셨네.
Everyone could die at any moment. And here you are, looking for your lover. All hail the romantic.
질병의 종류와 원인에 대해서는
Oh no, I
아직
just
확실히 알려진
remembered.
바가 없지만
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt Miss Park. I keep forgetting that I have to tell Twitch what I'm playing. Otherwise it just goes to games and demos, but it just goes straight to games and demos every time. I don't get it. It's whatever. Alright, back to the game. We don't know the precise nature of the disease or where it originated yet.
발병자의 특징과 전염 수단에 대해 아직 모두 파악되지 않았지만 현재까지 파악된 정보를 알려드리겠습니다.
Then there are still things we aren't certain of regarding its properties or anything related to the infected. But this is what we know so far.
발병하면 공격적으로 변하며 이성을 잃기 때문에 통제가 불가능합니다.
Once the victim is infected, they become violent and seem to lose their ability to reason. Thus, communication becomes impossible.
말 대신 기괴한 소리를 내며
They seem to lose the ability to talk, and instead opt to make strange sounds.
대표적인 공격적 행동으로 물려든 성향이 강해집니다.
They seem to veer toward violence.
따라서 발병자와 마주치면 최대한 접촉이 없도록 자리를 피하시고
As such, if you encounter anyone who has been infected with the disease, please keep yourself at as much distance as possible.
최악의 경우 입으로 물려는 특성을 기억해 물리지 않게 해야 합니다.
And if worst comes to worst, please keep in mind that they have a tendency to bite. And as such, take proper precautions to not get bitten.
무는 것도 맞지만 먹는 거라고 해야 하지 않을까?
They do bite, but shouldn't we tell them they also eat flesh?
물든 먹든 입을 조심해야 한다는 게 중요하지.
Yeah, sure, but people should be careful of the mouth anyway.
먹는다니 무슨 말이야?
Eat? What are you talking about?
아,
Oh,
괜찮아. 얘기해봐.
it's okay. Tell me.
그러니까
It
준영이랑 뒷문을 막고 있을 때 말이야.
was when me and Junyoung were blocking the back door.
왜 이렇게 조용하지?
Why is it so quiet?
대수 앞문 쪽으로 갔나 보다.
Daisu must have gone to the front door.
혁수 쌤이랑 이삭이는?
What about Teacher and Isaac?
글쎄,
I'm not sure.
힘 모아뒀다가 확 몰아서 부수려고 그러는 건가?
Are they charging up for one big tackle?
잠깐만 받치고 있어봐. 내가 볼게.
Hang on, I'll have a look.
이삭이 가만히 앉아 있는데?
I see Isaac. She's not moving.
뭐? 어디?
What? Let me see.
아닌데. 어깨가 조금씩 움직이는데?
No, look at her shoulders. They're moving.
그냥 숨 쉬는 거 아니야?
네.
정신 차렸나?
Just breathing. Is she fine now? I'm gonna guess no. What?
뭐야?
What is she
뭐,
eating?
이삭이 참 여리고 착하네.
Oh, Isaac. She was such a kind and nice girl. Yeah, zombieism doesn't really care about your personality, who you are, who you were. Zombie is as zombie does. Which just sounds weird. Jung-young lowered his head and cowered his shoulders. I could see his darkened expression. So I couldn't say a thing.
전염 수단은 모두 확신하기는 어려운 상황이지만
Currently, we aren't sure exactly what causes an infection, but
발병자에게 물리고 난 후 전염되는 것은 확실합니다.
infection occurs if you are bitten by someone afflicted.
이외에도 발병자로부터 상처가 입거나 피가 묻을 경우나
If you've been hurt by an afflicted or came into contact with infected blood,
단순 접촉 등으로 전염된 것으로 추정되는 사례가 있지만 확신하기는 어렵습니다.
or with the afflicted itself. There have been assumptions made of these cases, but probable causes of transmission, although nothing has been confirmed as of now.
따라서 다음과 같은 증상을 보이는 사람과는 확실히 격리해야 합니다.
That was weird. Thus, if you encounter anyone with the following symptoms, you must isolate yourself from them.
첫째, 눈이 지나치게 빨갛게 충혈된 사람.
1. Anyone whose eyes are intensely red.
둘째, 출혈이 있거나 옷이나 몸에 피가 묻은 사람.
2. Anyone who's bleeding or has blood on their clothes.
셋째, 이유 없이 갑자기 공격적인 행동을 보이는 사람.
3. Anyone who seems to act violently without reason.
정사장 준비.
I'm trying to think, 'cause I know there was one that... Huh. Chung-sung, get ready.
오케이.
Got it.
현재는 확산 속도를 최대한 늦추고
Currently, the best plan of action is to slower the infection rate
구조가 원활히 이루어지도록 기다리는 것이 최선입니다.
and to wait for help to arrive.
친구이기 때문에 아는 사람이기 때문에 정에 이끌려 피해가 커지지 않도록
Regardless of who they are, even if they are your friend or someone you know, remember to keep your emotions at bay, lest you become another victim.
상황을 냉정하게 판단할 때입니다. 다시 한번 모두 안전한 곳에서 구조를 기다리길 부탁드립니다.
Sorry. I repeat, please find somewhere safe and wait for help.
Cut.
And stop. The announcement was done. Everyone was exhausted and slumped to the ground. What to do from now? We had no idea.
잠깐만, 모두 모여보자.
Everyone gather around.
우선 급한 불은 끄긴 했지만 아직 다들 혼란스러울 거야.
We have at least done what we can for now, but we still have a lot to go.
계속해서 정보를 알려줘서 불안감을 덜어줘야 해.
We need to keep updating them with information so that everyone knows what to expect.
아까 신고하셨다고 했죠? 구조는 언제 와요?
Didn't you say you called 911? When are they coming?
그게 확실히 모르겠다.
I'm not sure.
네? 모르겠다는 게 말이 돼요?
What? What does that mean?
언제 어디라도 10분 내에 오는 게 경찰 아니에요?
The police supposed to arrive at the crime scene within 10 minutes.
우리 맘대로 되는 게 아니잖아.
It's not like we can do anything about it.
아까 내가 전화했을 때도 곧 출동할 테니 기다리세요라고 밖에 말해주지 않았어.
Thank you. Makes sense. Sorry. When I was on the phone with them, they just said, "We'll be there soon. Just hold on."
그러게 왜 남의 폰을 뺏어갔어? 씨.
See? This is why you shouldn't just take people's phones away.
내가 신고했으면 벌써 왔어도 10번을 왔을 시간이라고요.
If I'd called them, they'd be here already 10 times over.
진정해. 핸드폰은 미안하게 생각한다.
Calm down. I'm sorry for the cell phone.
어쨌든 경찰은 꼭 올 거야.
In any case, the police will come.
우린 그때까지 최선을 다해 우리가 할 수 있는 걸 해야만 해.
To them, we have to do what we can.
우선 다음 방송을 위해서 아는 것들을 더 정리해보자.
First, we should put together what we know already for the next announcement.
정말 답답해. 정리하면 누가 구해주기라도 한대요.
작작 좀 해라. 선생님 말씀이 틀린 건 아니잖아.
See, I accidentally double-clicked the buttons. I am sorry. It makes it hard to read everything. It's probably how I missed that whole falling down the stairs things with Daisu. But I do apologize. Stop it. She's not wrong.
괴물이 학교를 꽉 채우면 경찰도 손 못 쓰게 될 수 있는 거 아니야?
If the school's filled with monsters, even the police can't do anything about it, right?
괴물 숫자를 줄이는 게 우리도 안전한 길이지.
Sorry, trying to caffeine. Agreed. Plus, it'll make life easier for us if we can decrease the number of monsters, too.
진짜 잘났어.
Good for you, then. Nayeon sulked away. She let out a sigh and sat in a corner. From there, she disagreed by glaring at us with disgust.
잠깐만. 대수랑
Wait.
혁수쌤이 변하는데
How long did it take for
얼마나
Daisun and
걸렸었지?
Mr. Kwan to turn?
대수야 물리질 않아서 정확한 시간은 알 수 없지만
Daisun wasn't bitten, so I don't know exactly how long it took.
혁수쌤이 한 5분?
Teach was 5 minutes.
그 정도 걸렸었지 아마?
Chanin, too, I think.
어쨌든 10분은 안 넘었던 건 확실해. 대수도 그렇고.
Hey, Case, it looks like less than 10 minutes. I'm sure of it. That includes Daisung, too.
그럼 물린 후 10분 이내에 변한다고 보면 될까?
Then we can conclude that after being bitten, it takes less than 10 minutes to turn.
아니, 꼭 그렇다고 볼 수 없어.
No, we can't. Miss Park took a long breath.
최초 발병자는 현주였어.
The first afflicted was Hyunju.
네?
이병철한테 감금당했다던 걔요?
Hyunju wasn't always the Greek girl who was locked out and laughed at. Yeah. Yeah, this is very difficult to maintain. Hyunju, wasn't she the girl who was attacked up by Mr. Lee?
그래.
Or
현주가 구급차에 실려갈 때까지 30분은 걸렸을 거야.
ouch. Took about 30 minutes for her to be taken to another ambulance.
그때까지 변하지 않았어.
Still, I didn't upset them.
교실에서 처음 변한 건 이삭이었는데
Yeah, Isak was my friend during the classroom.
이삭이는 언제 물린 거지?
When was I sack bitten? Namra stared at me and answered with a nod.
이삭이도 물린 지 20분 정도였어요. 그럼
It took about 12 minutes to misunderstand for Isak.
점점 빨라지는 건가? 뭔가 결론을 내기엔 표본이 너무 부족한데.
If you got quicker, we can't be certain without any solid food evidence. But
뭐야? 준혁이도 느리게 변할 뿐인 거 아니야?
okay. Nayan's sharp voice rang in my ears. It looked like it was so interesting for me. Eventually we'll be able to do this without... Yeah. It looked like she was holding. It looked like she was looking for an excuse to join in the conversation.
혼주랑 남나도 이삭이랑 보건실 갔었지?
Unju and Namra, you went to the infirmary with Isak, didn't you?
너희도 괴물로 변할 시간 된 거 아니야?
Then isn't it about time you had turned into monsters?
다들 뭐해? 당장 떨어져! 순식간에 괴물로 변한다고!
Yeah. What are you all doing? Get away from them. They'll turn into monsters. Stomach's eyes widen with the panic. Yeah. So, for some reason, quick travel is good and bad? Maybe? Maybe she just wanted to be proven right. Or maybe is it? Huh. Pretty much. That one. She just shouted bunch of sentences, hoping one of them landed an infection. See, how do they move chicken? Huh. Oh. The business.
우산 내보내라! 의심되면 다 쫓아내라고 방송까지 했잖아.
An announcement that possibly the students out there. Hey, anyone looked at a manager? What? True place. Pretty sure I explained how the process works, but it's not something we deal with every day. It can be a little bit complicated. can't really say concerned, but a lot of the time, yes. We'll see how much further we can get.
아니야. 여기 있는 사람들은 아닌 게
No.
확실해.
Certain eggplants. It's fine.
네가 뭘 안다고? 뭘 믿고?
Should you keep evidence?
모두에게 발생한 확실한 증상이 있었어.
Everyone deserves some things for thought.
피를 토한다.
Throwing up blood.
아, 맞다. 생각해보니 혁수쌤도 쓰러져 있을 때 입에서 피가 쏟아져 있었어.
Debating. Yeah, I have to. I am sorry. Tomorrow we're going to try to start sooner. I say that a lot, but again, on certain days with work, I'm just usually so exhausted by the time we get to this point in my day that it just becomes unravelable. If that makes sense. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming out. Yeah, that's pretty much how we're going to play this. We're just going to keep bouncing from yada yada to yada 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 to yada yada. Alright? I hope I didn't miss anything in chat. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm sorry. Alright. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe. Have a wonderful day. And we'll try to get a real going tomorrow. Good night, everyone.